What up, y'all? It's your boy, One Sir Grove. This is episode 108 of Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide, C4CW. That's Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide. I hope y'all are having a blessed day, midday, afternoon, evening, nighttime, midnight, daylight, night. I don't know, man. Dusk, dawn, wherever you are in the world, whatever interval, whatever slice of time it is, wherever you are, man, thank you for tuning in. I certainly appreciate it, and so does 495. We're making money with this show. There are ads that are laced into, interspersed with this show. In other words, we have ad revenue. And over time, it accrues. It adds up. So, that said, let's get to it. The 108th episode. What is this about? Yo, I'm celebrating an early Christmas, you know? And, man, I've been working hard all fucking year long for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? Putting in work. And so I went out, splurged a little bit. I say splurged, not really. But I bought some new gadgets, man, some new technology, some new electronics because I have a background in electronics engineering and I like gadgets and shit, you know what I mean? Because I've always been a whiz kid. So, a fucking IT nerd geek before IT was even known as IT back in the 70s and 80s, man. So, I bought a bunch of equipment, a bunch of new shit. And, my decor, man, is black on black on black. I also fuck with the gray, different grays. And, like the aliens and shit. You feel me? I like gray, black, so a lot of my gear is black and gray. And, yeah, man, my shit is fucking ultra dope though, man, because I'm 495. And man, what I know at my age, as long as I've been in this rap game, is that since I've been a lyricist, a wordsmith, working on my craft, honing my craft for the past more than quarter century, as a writer, as an author, someone who has a book out now called DJ Wooden Uzi. Paperback too, by the way, Audible, audio book and paperback. I say these things humbly, man. And, I also know, man, that there are people who it's just fucking sad, man. I mean, I don't even want to say pathetic, but it's fucking sad, man. Like human psychology, just like people who don't believe in themselves. They just don't even understand what they can do. You know what I mean? Because like, when you look at dimensions, extra dimensions, higher dimensions, my undergraduate studies were in mathematics. So I studied mathematics, man, for way too long, like decades. And, esoteric number systems and whatnot, vortex math, and chaos theory, all the kind of shit that fucking mathematicians study, black holes and, quasars and, nebulae and fucking, astrophysics, just shit, entanglement, quantum mechanics, string theory, all this shit that motherfuckers talk about, man, and they don't really know about. And so I studied all these fucking numbers and these number systems and all these code systems and shit, man, and all this crypto. And fucking what you find out, man, is that these dimensions, they're just one away from each other by like 1 micron or less. So, one micrometer, right? You have these dimensions that are you, but in parallel. And it's, not always is clear. Is that depending on how you observe the universe? But that's what it is. So, looking back, right? It's kind of like, you've heard the adage, right? Hindsight's 2020. In other words, when you look back, it's clear now, and now you're like, oh man, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? I mean, if I'd known that, then I would have done this differently. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, blase blah, yada, yada, yada. Well, what I know definitively, concretely, and conclusively is that, dude, like people, man, for whatever reason, some people just don't get it, man. They just don't know shit. Okay, period. They just don't fucking know. I mean, here, I'm going to use an example. Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? This guy, I love this dude's style, man. I like this guy's persona. I've always liked dude from the beginning, right? And I followed his interesting history background since I saw him materialize on the internet, since his inception, since he came to fruition, because I like urban music, hip hop, rap. I also like soft rock love songs, ballads from the 1980s, man, and just soft rock, classic rock, soft rock, Cyndi Lauper, David Bowie, Sting, The Police, fucking Phil Collins, so I listen to a lot of different types of people who say that they're eclectic, man. Sometimes they don't even know what that means. But I like jazz. I like some country. I like fucking rock and roll. I like metal. I like ska. I like punk. I like synth. I like electro. I like rap hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, I could just go on because I've seen the entire like universe of genres. So some people, man, they saw this Tekashi 6ix9ine character come to light and come to materialize, and they're just instantly fucking hating on the guy, right? And this episode isn't about Tekashi 6ix9ine per se. But it's weird, man, how like it's almost like you have two camps. It's like you have people that are like part of the group think community. They just jump on a bandwagon. It's like this community over here, somebody's saying this about this guy, so they're going to jump on it, right? That's what I didn't like about the Seattle area, man. You see a lot of that group think shit in Seattle. It's like, if you're living in fucking Seattle, man, if you don't like the Seahawks, you're a piece of shit. Like, they fucking hate you and despise you and fuck your life and your family and everything that you stand for. They don't care if you served in the military. They don't care if you put your life on the line for America as a first responder. I mean, straight up, dude, like, if you like fuck the Seahawks, they're like, fuck your whole existence. They don't care about you as a human being. All they care about, man, is a concept, right? Just like Hitler, right, projected that kind of mentality, right? And people in Seattle, they might not see it as that. They're like, oh, this guy's extrapolating a bit much. Like, he's going way too far with this thing. And he's saying this stuff like, he's a hater. He's a hater. He's a hater. Yeah, it's easy for motherfuckers to say that. But really, honestly, how is it any different? You don't like the Seahawks, so they hate your life and they hate you and they hate your fucking guts. And then, of course, there are the liars that are going to be like, oh, that's not true, dude. Like, we totally accept people that like other teams. They don't, okay? So there's this group think where, like, if you don't feel or like or accept or subscribe to the same thing that they do, then you're considered a social outcast. You go to other cities, man, like DC, and they're just like, oh, let me guess, you're a fucking Cowboys fan. You're either a Redskins fan or a Cowboys fan or sometimes a Giant fan, sometimes a Philadelphia Eagles fan. And I'm saying before the Eagles won the Super Bowl. So the point is like in some cities, man, in some jurisdictions, townships, municipalities, some spaces, areas, time spaces, timelines, people are a little bit more tolerant. But then again, you've got, like I said, places where it's more of a group think. Like you're either part of the fucking conspiracy, part of the program, part of the shit, okay? Conspiracy meaning we breathe together, right? You either think like the Borg thinks, or you're a fucking peon. Nobody, outcast, alienated, ostracized from the clan, from the group, and there's no leeway. There's no in fucking between. And some people think that shit's cool, man. They think it's slick. Haha, it's so funny. That's just how it is. Yeah, dude, we're all about Seahawks. And if you don't like the Seahawks, fuck your wife, your kids, fuck your husband, your kids, fuck your children, fuck your grandma, fuck your aunts and your uncles, fuck your family, fuck you, fuck your life, and fuck off, dude. We're all Seahawks. Hey, man, I'm saying, like, there are liars that will tell you that they don't think that way. There are people who think that way. And I'm telling you the truth, there are motherfuckers who think like that. And that's how people thought about Tekashi 6ix9ine. They were like, fuck him. And they jumped on the bandwagon. And they didn't really have any, like they might say, well, see, I didn't like the guy because, I don't like his face, or like, I don't know what you're trying to prove, or like, they could tell you a bunch of shit, right? They could just come up with anything and it could sound legitimate. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, he's not talented. Like, I fucking totally, like, I get it. Like, he's doing troll shit. Like, he's marketing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I get it, dude. But, like, he has no real talent. Like, he's just trolling people and it's all a gimmick. And it's like, they're saying all this shit, right? But they're really just jealous, dude. And they're really just envious. Because he's been 10 for 10 on the billboards. Okay? He's a multi-fucking millionaire. He's at the top of his game. He's proved a lot of people wrong. He's a young dude, right? He's in his fucking early 20s. He's a young guy. He's doing shit that niggas who have been spinning their wheels forever haven't done. And they probably fucking won't do, right? So a lot of people were hating. And then you've got the homophobic aspect. Some people think he's like gay, right? Or borderline, or like latent homosexual, whatever the fucking PC or un-PC terms are. Because, man, some people are just hateful. They just fucking hate. And that's all they know is hate, 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 right? And then they try to like be like, oh, yeah, but no, I'm just being, I'm just being a critical thinker. I'm just applying critical thinking and analysis. And I'm just saying, the Tekashi guy, Daniel, I mean, I don't really hate him. I wish him well, but his music just really isn't my thing. But you know what they're really thinking, dude? They're really thinking, dude, that kid's made a shitload of money and they don't have the fucking same talent that he has. They don't have the same fucking guts that he has to do what he did, to stand out, to fucking tell everyone to fuck off and suck his dick. And they just don't have, they just don't have the talent. They don't. I mean, they do. I mean, everyone does pretty much, but they just don't exercise it. And he did, and he did it right, and he defied the odds, man. He defied them, and he told them all to fucking go fuck themselves, man, and go to hell. And he won. So he's a winner. And then how do they look? How do these motherfuckers look now? How do they look? Having talked all this shit, oh, he ain't gonna be around for the next 6 months. Well, he has been. Okay, so everything you said about him's wrong. Just like these motherfuckers, oh, fuck Donald Trump, he's never gonna win. Hillary Clinton. It's the same group think shit. Okay? People jump on bandwagons, and then they can't stand to see someone like Tekashi 6ix9ine succeed. And when people like Tekashi do, they're just butthurt, man. They're just brittle. And they want to keep pretending and pretending and pretending like most of the world feels the same way. Well, if that's true, if most of the world feels the same way as you, dude, then how was Donald Trump the president? How was Tekashi 6ix9ine winning every time he puts out a track? How is it that he's packing out concert after concert, stadium after stadium, coliseum after coliseum? If he sucks so bad, how is it that all these people are following him, and a lot of the people that were talking shit about him before, they're changing their minds? But of course, you got the holder outers, man. Those that are holding out, I call them the holder outers, the holdouts. You got the motherfuckers who are like, I'm going to stick to my guns and I'm going to keep talking shit even though it's not really objective and it's not really analytical. I don't think Tekashi's talented. You don't think he's a talented marketing fucking person? You don't think he's a talented advertising specialist, business owner, entrepreneur, internet guru? You don't think that he's musically aware or cognizant in the sense of music and sounds and entertainment? Well, that's weird. How is he packing out stadiums and concert houses and theaters and performance halls, and you're not? How is that, man? Because let me guess, everybody who's spending money on him and enjoying him, they're all insane people, right? And you're the rational person. You see, dude, that's the way motherfuckers act, man. And it's really sad, dude. Because, dude, people have potential, and they have skills, and they have skills, and they have skills, and they sit around and they feel sorry for themselves, man, because they don't utilize their skills, man. They don't apply themselves, and they don't do this shit, man, that God gave them skills to they don't apply the skills that God gave them, man. that the universe gave them, that they're endowed with, man, naturally, biologically. And it's really fucking stupid, dude, because, you know, you just see a bunch of people, like when you're talented like me, man, and you've been a writer and in, you know, industries like I have, in so many different industries, doing like over 100 different things, man, over more than a quarter century, and you've interacted with like so many fucking people. You just, man, when you're like me, you see so many motherfuckers that are just, dude, they're despondent, one, they're apathetic, two, and they have talent themselves that's wasted. You see just wasted fucking talent. And then when they see that you're doing something, man, to better yourself, to be prosperous, man, they just want to just pretend like you're not doing fucking shit to be successful. And it's really stupid of them, man. You know, it's really stupid and fucking hateful, and it's dumb, man. It's just rejected. And so anyway, man, I'm working on new projects, man, because I'm 495. And I've always been 495, and I'll always be 495. Yeah, and that's real shit, man. Thanks for tuning in to Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide. I am one Sir Grove, the rap artist known as Dr. Grove, Dr. Grover, a.k.a. Big Grove Dog. That nigga Grove.